102 mg per ml. As sugar level reduce, sugar level increase, and it will cause diabetes.
Hello, Namaskar and welcome back to Gyan Yatre Rupraj. So, in previous video we have discussed about the control and coordination in animals, where we have seen how the nervous system is working, and here in today's video we will discuss about the hormonal system. Hormonal system. So, before understanding the hormonal system, we have to see about the glands. Glands, there are some organs, right, which we call glands. This glands is doing secretion. It releases something, it secretes something, right? So there are different types of glands are there. The glands is classified into endocrine glands, exocrine glands, and then heterocrine glands. This heterocrine gland is having the dual role, means the gland which is having endocrine function also and like exocrine function also. So they are called heterocrine gland. There are few examples like pancreas. Pancreas is having exocrine gland also and then endocrine gland also. Now what is exocrine? Exocrine, which is duct gland. Duct gland means it is having a pipe. If you have seen, this gland is having a pipe, and this pipe, what is happening, whatever secretion is happening through this, it is going to the target area, right, target region. So that's why it is called as duct gland also, exocrine gland. And generally what is the secretion here? It secretes enzymes, it secretes sweat, milk, like this many things it secretes. So we have already studied about the exocrine gland. Remember, in nutrition process we have seen so many glands: salivary gland, gastric gland, pancreatic gland, right, pancreas, that is pancreas, small intestinal gland, right, liver. So all this is coming under exocrine gland. Now endocrine gland is the ductless gland, means they don't have any pipe or anything to transfer this secretion, and this endocrine gland is only releasing the hormones. Yes, that means we have to see about this endocrine gland. So endocrine gland is only coming into the action and it is releasing the hormone. And what is this hormone now? So this hormone is, we call chemical messenger. We call it as chemical messenger, right? So the hormones are the chemical messengers, and what it is doing? It is doing action on target area. Whichever is the target area or target organ, there it is doing their particular actions, right? So this chemical messenger, the hormone which is a chemical messenger, or the information molecule, how it is working in this hormonal system, what it is doing, everything we will see. So first we have to see the different various endocrine glands, and then what are the hormones they release and what are the functions it perform, right? So let's see one by one. So these are the endocrine glands, these are the hormones and the functions, right? Hypothalamus, remember, it was the part of the brain also. So this gland is, what it is doing, it is releasing a hormone which is called releasing factor, and this releasing factor, what it is doing, it is activating or regulating the secretion of pituitary gland, another gland which is present again in the part of the brain. So this pituitary gland, what is doing, it is now will secretes the hormones, various hormones. So pituitary gland is also known as master gland. This is also known as master gland, right? Because this pituitary gland is activating or regulating various other glands, as well as it is controlling the secretion of various different hormones, right? But here only we are taking one example, that is growth hormone. So this growth hormone is releasing by the pituitary gland, and we know that when growth hormone is releasing it, what it will do, it regulates the growth, right? Someone will become too tall, someone will become dwarf, short, right? If someone is become short, it is due to the deficiency of growth hormone, means growth hormone is not functioning, working properly. That's why the person becomes short or dwarf, and that is deficiency of this growth hormone cause dwarfism. Right? So it causes dwarfism. Now there is another endocrine gland is there. So this endocrine gland called pineal gland. This pineal gland, it is releasing melatonin hormone, and this melatonin hormone is helping in sleep-wake cycle, right? It is forming a sleep-wake cycle. So whenever you feel sleepy, this is, or wake up automatically, this is because of this pineal gland, right? Then thyroid gland. This pineal gland, again, it is present here in the brain. This thyroid gland is present here in near the voice box, right? This thyroid gland is releasing thyroxine, right? It is releasing thyroxine. What it is doing? This thyroxine is regulating the metabolism of carbohydrate, proteins and fats. So it regulates the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, fats. You remember metabolism where breaking down or formation of materials takes place. So it formation of carbohydrate or breaking down of carbohydrate, proteins or fats, it regulates by the thyroxine. Now for activating thyroxine, we need iodine. Without iodine, the thyroxine will not get activates, and if it will not get activate, what will happen? This neck will get swollen, right? The swollen neck which you see, we call this swollen neck as goitre. The problem is called as goitre. So deficiency of iodine cause goitre. Right? So deficiency of iodine is goitre. Why? Because the thyroxine is not releasing, and thyroxine is not doing the work. It's not getting activated. So the thyroid problem is due to the less amount of iodine. And where you will get iodine? Iodized salt. Why the advertisement companies of the salt is saying take iodized salt? This is the reason. You should take iodized salt only, right? Now we will see the next one, the parathyroid. Parathyroid hormone is releasing parathormone hormone. So parathyroid gland is releasing parathormone hormone, and then it is the role of increasing the calcium level. It increases the calcium level in the body, right? Another organ is parathyroid, is just behind back of the thyroid gland. Thymus, it is present near the heart, is releasing thymosin hormone, and it is having a role in immune cell differentiation. The immune cell, the defense mechanism, who is doing the defense work, right? From any bacteria, viruses, right? It protects us. So that immune cell is get differentiated in the thymosin, right? Pancreas, you have already studied about the exocrine part, how it is working in digestion process. So this pancreas is releasing insulin hormone, right? And what is the function of this insulin hormone? It decreases the glucose level. it decreases the glucose level in the blood by the consumption, allowing the cells to consume the glucose. If I am going back to this topic, you remember from villi the nutrients, it is protein, fats, glucose, everything is coming to the blood, right? And from blood it is going to the cell for the generation of ATP energy. So this insulin is only helping in absorb letting the cells to absorb this glucose, right? As per the amount of glucose, if it will increase, the insulin will release, and then it will allow the absorption of this glucose by the cell, so that it will produce the energy. If insulin will not do their role, and will not function, then the blood glucose level will get increased. This normally we called as sugar level increase, and it will cause diabetes. So deficiency or the problem of insulin secretion will cause diabetes. Yes, diabetes. Clear?
Taking out lancet for pricking. Vial contain strips. Glucometer. Lancing device. Inserting lancet in the lancing device. Opening the needle. Now closing it and ready for pricking. Pricked and blood is coming out. The strip is taken out from the vial and putting in the glucometer, like asking for blood sample. The blood will be taken from the finger into the strip. It will take the reading of blood glucose level. The blood glucose level is 102 mg per dl.
Next we will see the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, this adrenal gland is releasing adrenaline hormone. This adrenaline hormone, it is working in the case of emergency situations. Yes. If we are watching a very horror movie, right? Horrified, when we get horrified, or if we get a shock, if we get tension, stress, what happened? In this emergency situations, what happened? The adrenaline get released. Yeah, in the emergency situation, the adrenaline get released, and due to this, what happened? Our heartbeat increase. You feel that, na? Our heartbeat increase. The breathing rate increase, right? Blood pressure increase. All this happens in the emergency situation, right? So, and we feel thirsty also. So this is what happens in the emergency situation, and only because of this adrenaline hormone, right? So adrenaline hormone is doing the function in this emergency situation. Gonads, the last or endocrine gland we will see, the gonads. For this I have to rub this one. Okay, before telling you the gonads, I just want to tell you we have very important glands. I have already discussed you many of all the glands, and then few of the hormones releasing by it. Not all the hormones I have discussed. So pituitary gland is important as per your syllabus. Thyroid gland is about thyroid gland and how deficiency disease is happening. Deficiency is happening. It is important. Pancreas is important. What it is releasing, what is the function, if deficiency cause, what will happen. Adrenal gland is important, right, about what it is releasing, function, and gonad is also important, right, and other things I have for your information, I have shared it. Now just sharing you about the gonads, so I'm just rub it. Yeah. Okay, this gonad is not divided in two, but gonads is present separately in male, different gonad is present in male, and different gonad is present in female. The gonad which is present in male, we call testis, yes, and the gonad which is present in female, we called it as ovaries. So pair of ovary is present and pair of testes is present. Yeah. So in male only, in male it is present, and this one is present in female. Now what it do, this gonad? This testis is releasing the hormone, we called it as testosterone, right? It is releasing a hormone called testosterone, and the ovary is releasing an hormone, we called it as estrogen. Yes. Now what is the role of this in male testosterone? What is the role of this estrogen? You have studied in class 8 that our body at puberty, our body develops the secondary sexual characteristics, right? So this hormone is getting released at the time of puberty. Alright, all this hormone is getting released, and due to this, what happened? Development of secondary sexual characteristics. So both estrogen is also doing the development of the secondary sexual characteristics, and testosterone is also doing. What is the difference? The testosterone is developing the secondary sexual characteristics of the male, and estrogen is developing the secondary sexual characteristics of the female, right? So this is what we have seen, the various hormonal system, how it is functioning, how it is controlling, how it is coordinating, and then we have seen the different endocrine glands, their roles, right? If deficiency occurs, what will happen? So this is what in this video, and I hope you have understand nicely. In the next video we will discuss about how the control and coordination takes place in plants. Till then, namaskar, bye bye, and do study nicely, subscribe it, share it, and please comment and like it. So if you have any doubt, anything, you can comment and you can ask me. Thank you.